really want more reviews, but only if they're positive. Yes. Only if they're negative, you can go ahead and do the review, but just do it on a different podcast. You can do it for us.
Any podcast.
Do it negative. Yeah. Put it on another podcast.
Reseller clickbait, triple thrift, daily.
Is it? I don't even know what episode.
Trash to Cash Podcast, episode 36. I'm Dave, the NC Picker. With me is Cary, American Arbitrage, and Kevin, the Commonwealth Traveler. How's it going, guys?
I know. Look at him.
He's all over the place. I see him going uptown, downtown. That's where the
Center Street, Main Street.
Okay, we're going to start it off on a low note. 2 low notes, because these kind of both got me down. So I want to bring everyone down right at the beginning.
Let's lower the expectations.
Okay, first off, I want to say something. I upset a lot of people on last week's show. I don't know if you guys knew this, but since I was 7... No, maybe not that young. Probably since I was a teenager, though. I would randomly say, oh, such and such celebrity died. Random celebrity, no real thought behind it, just as a joke. And I guess I've always leaned towards celebrities that are not likely to die. That has always been my success. Oh, did you hear? Well, no, she would probably die. Miley Cyrus, I could see her dying.
But it's a good way to start the podcast.
But okay, no, that's what I would do. Right? Hey, did you hear Miley Cyrus died? And everyone's like, no way, and that's the joke since I was 13. Well, last week I made the mistake of doing that joke with Bob Barker. And unfortunately, he's too likely to die, and I'm sorry. A lot of people believed me.
I didn't know he was alive still. I had no idea.
It. I actually didn't know he was alive. I mean,
that's amazing. That's awesome.
So he is alive, and a lot of people were very upset. Someone called me reprehensible for joking about it. Someone said he got off his tractor to go double check. And so I think the joke doesn't work for 98-year-olds, is my takeaway. Probably should avoid.
98?
He is 98 years old.
That makes me feel good, though, because he was super old when I was a child, and he's still around.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Listen, I'm sorry if I upset you guys. Someone said they were crying, but I didn't mean to ruin anyone's day.
Don't listen to Dave.
Basically, almost everything coming out of my mouth is verbal diarrhea. You just have to accept that and understand it. 2 minutes
in and we got a diarrhea comment.
And then I read this really lame comment from cbear16. This is a review on iTunes. Did you see this?
No. Review on iTunes? You think I look at it? I barely look at the
first of all, the first
he's got a Zune. Don't worry about it.
Okay, and they're out of Baja Blast still. We're going to talk about Baja Blast later, though, because Kevin's on the wagon or off the wagon. I don't know.
Rehydrate without the calories.
Okay, so this review from CB16. Kevin is the only one I like, is the title.
Okay. What is it? Where is this at?
It's on iTunes.
I should look at this.
That's Apple. It's a computer company.
Kevin is the only one I like on this show. It's kind of clear that Dave and Cary are hangers-on to him and are trying to gain more traction for their channel by including him.
Man, imagine what they'd say about Paul.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to say. The real hanger-on is Paul. But that's silly, and it doesn't really bother me because, first of all, it's not true, and second of all, I should probably hang on to you more because you are much bigger than me. That would probably be wise. The part that bothers me is the next part where they say, also, Dave has the most annoying nasal voice I've ever heard. That's making fun of my...
That's like a knife.
That's like my aunt, making fun of my aunt for being 4'8". You're so short. What's she going to do to fix it? How am I going to fix my voice? This is
just
what
deepen
God
it up
gave
a little
me,
bit,
guys.
I like to take it down.
I
take it down a couple octaves for the podcast personally.
You're the techno whiz guy. Can't you change your voice?
Auto-tune it.
You know what? I like my voice, and I think CB probably smells like a baked potato. That's my guess. I don't know.
There's a strong chance. There's a strong chance.
I encourage CB to stop listening and watching as soon as possible. But we also got 3 positive comments.
Not bitter. He's not bitter about that at all.
Not at all. I hate you, but I'm not bitter. Okay, we got 3 positive comments.
Yes.
Reviews as well. Okay.
That wasn't that was positive for me.
Yeah, that was very good for Kevin, actually.
Who has the time to listen to a podcast where they actively hate 2 members? Like, don't you have something better to do? Like, come on, don't even listen if you hate 2 of us.
I respect it.
Yeah. Like, are they like fast forwarding to when Kevin's listening?
I watch
comments to you because they feel bad.
I watch a lot of podcasts that I don't like any of the hosts. So,
would you like to name those podcasts?
Yeah, well, he watches Daily Refinement, so I mean, I guess he doesn't like
Daily Refinement. He's cool.
Okay. Well, To My Mimi left us a review and said, because Dave asked, enjoy the silly chaos more than I can believe, literally, LOL.
Me too.
And then we got Wooly Nelson. This is one of the Bob Barker comments.
Good
Bob
name.
Barker is not dead. Almost wrecked my lawnmower trying to Google it. 5 stars for the fellow self-depreciating humans.
You got a DUI on the lawn.
Oh, man.
And then this one's got a great title from Gold Top Rocks. 2 young guys and an old guy. Okay.
Nice. Very adequate.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. A chaotic but strangely humorous podcast. It's like beer. You have to acquire a taste for it. I do recommend listening to it, if even for a while, but be quick about it as it might burn out sooner than later.
It's true.
Kevin, we barely got Kevin on the show tonight. We had to like beg him. Luckily his wife is now hooked, so she forces him on the show. She's like, I know it's Father's Day, honey, but do your show.
We could start cutting the pay, and he'd probably accept it.
Well, happy Father's Day, Kevin.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to the fathers here.
Yes, both of us. Yeah.
Well, Cary's got. We've talked about Cary's kids.
I've gotten a couple Father's Day ones. It always weirds me out a little bit because I'm pretty sure I don't have any kids.
50-50. No, I mean my Father's Day was full of ups and downs. How was yours, Kev?
Mine was good. My daughter left this morning early, but my wife was sweet enough to get me up early and she got me some presents and stuff before she left.
Where'd she go?
That was nice. She went to an amusement. She went to King's Dominion.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, that park.
With some friends. Yeah.
Have you been there lately?
It's been a while.
Dude, they do not upkeep their rides at all.
Like,
they're all like torture chambers.
Is it like Action Park? Like one of those?
It's like Action Park. Yeah, you want to go to Carowinds. It's the same distance, but much higher quality. I know you didn't choose the park, but if you do live in Kevin's area, I recommend Carowinds highly. What? Or Busch Gardens in Virginia there is awesome. Williamsburg.
I just figured Kevin took everybody to, I don't know, like wherever Thomas Jefferson lived.
Monticello.
Yeah. I just figured that was the vacation.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Williamsburg is probably really close, right, Kev?
Williamsburg is not that close. I don't know. Maybe how far is Williamsburg?
2.5 hours.
3.5 hours.
I love the laser light shows at Williamsburg, personally.
Okay, well, Williamsburg is actually really historical, too. I feel
for
like Kevin
a history
would just...
teacher, I haven't... Listen, mathematics right down the road. I've never been to the courthouse.
Dude,
Williamsburg is
I'm
cool.
a history teacher. But I'm a in all fairness, world history. It's American... I love American history. Gotcha. I like it, but that wasn't what I studied.
Gotcha. So, okay.
It's not one of my 3 degrees.
Oh, you got 3 now too?
No,
So we got 6 degrees on the show?
We got a lot of degrees on the show. Totally being wasted.
6 degrees from Kevin Bacon.
So Kevin, why didn't you want to come on the show tonight? Let's talk about your angst.
I don't know. I don't know. I think my wife would be better suited because this show is basically about torturing me. And so to have a third person on here doing that she's smarter than me and wittier than me. I think it would be good.
Yeah,
I think I could still secure a foothold on all the revenue if she was on here.
That's true. That is the main concern from Kevin.
Kevin,
not our growing podcast and friendship. It's the money.
Have you noticed this it took me 3 weeks to get this podcast back to the trajectory.
That is true. That live really screwed us up. It really took us down.
This definitely in the right direction. Had nothing to do with the last couple of titles. And
the titles are good. What are you going to do this time? I
don't know. They have been so on point that I don't know if I can even compete with
Dave,
the last couple.
If you remember, I told you, because you guys were down in the dumps. I had to pull you up out of the dumps when you two did the 2 episodes. And I said, Dave, it doesn't have anything to do with me. I said the 2 titles you did when I wasn't here were terrible.
It's true.
And it's exactly what it's true.
I don't remember, but yes. Mm-hmm.
You've been saying we're in a recession. You said eBay's dead. I think this time you go Poshmark meh. You know, is it? I don't know. Just Poshmark. I don't know. I think that'll get us hundreds of views.
Or Bonanza.
Oh, Bonanza.
Everybody, yes, Bonanza. I had a Bonanza sale this week.
Oh my gosh.
It
was a Game Boy.
Congrats,
dude.
I watched like 2 of your videos this week too. It was weird, yeah.
Do you print out a label, or do you have to take that to the Pony Express yourself? How does that get shipped?
Yeah, I deliver it. I hand deliver it.
Nice.
Well, he runs the company too, so he doesn't pay for anything. So.
Actually, you joke about that, but I've been talking to a couple companies about 2 different things, and I almost, in part of the discussions, thought, what do you think about 10% of the company for this? I almost said it for real.
Do it.
Because you had saying that. I'm like,
why wouldn't you say it?
It's not a bad idea. I need to retire someday, and I can't. I mean, nobody's, like I said, nobody's going to watch this when you got to own a company. 10%.
10% of my reseller genie sounds good to me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Look at that.
There we go.
You're the first one to. I didn't mention them, by the way. I didn't ask them.
I don't remember.
If you're listening, 10%.
Yeah,
I will blow that thing up like nobody's business.
Yeah, 10% ownership for trash to cash.
There we go.
No, listen, I think that, guys, as much as we joke, this is a serious sponsor. Help us out. Go sign up for My Reseller Genie.
Yes.
Link below. Yeah, get your finances in order, peeps. Get your finances in order.
I just got a message. I just got off the phone. Well, I didn't get off the phone, but I just checked my Instagram and people asking me about it and signing up for it. But the problem is they're signing up on this link. I don't get any money.
That sounds
good.
Up
on my link, but you should sign up on this link.
Listen, as long as people understand, millions of people are signing up. So if you want to sponsor us and get millions of signups, reach out to me.
Exactly. We'll take anything. We'll take anything, guys. Yeah. If you pay, we'll take it.
Yeah. So, Kevin, what's happened? Like, I keep seeing Kevin's stories where he's drinking Baja Blast.
I know.
What happened?
It's ridiculous.
He's addicted. He's addicted.
What's going on? Reagan's calling me here.
Uh-oh,
she's gone. She's never been to gone. Yeah, let's see.
Take it.
But it's on my other phone.
Well, just, you can take it.
At any rate. It's not a phone. It's like, I don't quite understand.
It's like a FaceTime call or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, what are we talking about? Baja Blast?
I love that. We've got to have the moment where Kevin can't understand his technology.
I know.
What's even happening on this telephone over here?
This phone doesn't have a cord. What's happening?
Where are the buttons?
I have a lot of phones, y'all. Look, I'm doing this show on a phone.
I know.
I've got 2 more phones.
Can your wife hear you? You might want to keep it down, dude.
Did you tell your wife your daughter's trying to reach you? Then maybe she'll call your daughter.
Baby, did you see that message come through from Reagan? She's got it. She's in control.
I figured
she's good.
Yes. So, I mean, dude.
Baja Blast. Baja Blast.
Yeah, Baja Blast. So you're getting 0 or normal, like the sugary stuff?
I'll be honest with you. So here's the deal. So I can avoid some terrible food because I like to stay somewhat in shape, right?
Yeah, and you guys
slender. Have completely trashed because I'm gaining weight like crazy because I'm eating Taco Bell.
Well, it's our fault.
Yeah. This is serious. I'm not kidding right here. We joke a lot on this show. This is serious. I used to have a Mountain Dew problem. Used to. And then you started this whole thing, and I'm just like...
Mountain Dew. Yeah, we know.
On one of your stories, like a month ago, you were driving through the drive-thru.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh, that looks really good right now. But Taco Bell really should pay this. Because I'm like, I've got to get it. And then I started doing this Get Upside app. This is not a commercial, but it's going to turn into one. Because I started putting this, Eric OBX Picker's like, dude, you got to sign up for this app. This is really good. Saving money on gas. I'm like, who doesn't want to save money on gas? So I signed up for this app. I'm like, this is cool. I'm going to share this out because I can get 15 cents a gallon off if I share this out. I put it on my Linktree. I even put it in a Flipper video. And people start signing up on my link. I'm like, this is nuts. I'm paying like $1.30 less per gallon of gas on this thing. And one of the options is you can get Taco Bell gift cards. I'm like, all right, I'll get a Taco Bell. I got like $40 Taco Bell gift card, and I go to
that's a lot of Baja
the
Blast.
301 garage sale nation, right? And I drive by like, there's Taco Bell. I got $40 on my gift card. Pull in there, Baja Blast. And I still got $32 left or whatever. I'm driving there again. The way home, I drive in there again. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like gaining a pound a day in there.
How many times has Blue Ridge Mama found you in the shed just with like 6 Gordita Crunch boxes? You just passed out on the floor.
I tell you what, there's one little trick I have now, because Baja Blast is like ridiculous calories. But if you get to like the freeze, the smooth, like the Slurpee thing, it's like half the calories. That suffices.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
So, have you had the toasted cheddar chalupa yet? Because
I have not. I stick to the same thing. I've ordered the same thing for 30 years. So
what is it? What's your order? I want to know your Taco Bell order.
I'm not going to tell you. Everybody going to talk about it.
Why is that a secret?
I like bean burrito, no onions, chicken quesadilla.
They put onions in their bean burritos, really?
They do.
I grew up. Cary knows Del Taco. You don't know Del Taco, Dave.
I've had Del Taco. I've eaten Del Taco like 5 times.
But it was super cheap. It was like white man's Mexican food, basically. Right? I mean, they serve hamburgers and French fries, right? But it was super cheap. And my mom never cooked. My dad's probably listening to this. I shouldn't say this. My mom didn't cook very much, so I basically ate Del Taco like every day of my life growing up. And I loved it. And it was I just loved plain, like, Mexican, not non-Mexican Mexican food. So that's what I get. There you go.
Okay.
I'm also a bean burrito guy, mostly because it's like one of the few things that's kind of healthy. Other than the tortilla.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I was gonna say,
and it's not
pure salt.
And it's not technically beans and cheese.
Okay,
but other than that,
I just want to apologize to the listeners, the viewers, or both.
You can resell the sauce packets, guys.
I've done no show prep whatsoever today, none, and so I have no fodder to get this thing back on reselling. So I do.
I have plenty of reselling topics. Good. First of all, I got a gift for Father's Day. Did you get any gifts?
I did.
Okay, and the gift I got was actually NFT related. Okay, sort of, I think. I don't know anything about NFTs, Kevin. You have to help me. Mm-hmm. I got an Oculus Meta Quest.
Non-fungible tortillas.
No. Cool. The VR headset. The VR headset, right? Which is like in the metaverse, or it's supposed to be, which I think is where these NFTs are going to live in the future. But I gotta say, I'm calling bullcrap on the whole thing, because after 8 minutes, your head is like pounding because this thing is pushing on your face, squeezing the back of your head. You're getting dizzy every time you try to move in the thing. How are people gonna live in the VR space?
Who gave you this gift?
My wife and kids.
Okay, so you're basically saying they gave you terrible gifts.
No, actually, time out. I love it. I actually really love it and have a ton of fun playing it. Really but I do not think I would ever want to be playing it for more than a half hour at a time.
Well, it takes
uncomfortable.
It takes a half hour for the chip to get all the way in. And then once the chip's in, you don't need the goggles anymore, I think.
Okay. Dude, I mean, when I'm done with it, and I must be doing it wrong, guys, comment below. I've got big lines under my face from this thing sitting on my cheekbone.
I think you can loosen it up. You don't have to keep it so tight.
Oh, I have a bulbous dome. I don't know if you noticed.
Bulbous.
My enormous melon.
Hard not to.
Look at this, dude. I got these cowboy hats.
Look at that, man.
Sunglasses on top.
They don't even fit.
Look at Kenny Chesney, 2006. What's up?
Hey, guys. I still can't believe that Keith Urban's got an Australian accent in real life.
I know, that's a lie.
My wife really likes Keith Urban, by the way.
She probably just thinks he's hot.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, he is hot, yeah. You know what I hate is that commercial at AMC about...
Oh, I love that commercial.
What's that lady's name?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, there is pain feels good in a place like this.
I know. I love that. There's such a fun little thing going on with TikTok on that. Like, there's people... There was like this one TikTok where people were, before they were going to watch a movie outside with all their friends, they said it like a prayer, like before which was hilarious to me, because it's like, before you watch a movie, I think everybody should say that. It's pretty cool.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's okay. We'll like put a link or something.
We'll put a link, a YouTube link.
So back to the NFT
at the movie
thing.
Theaters.
Back to the NFT thing. Like, okay, first of all, you have to have like a Facebook account to get into their little Facebook community thing, but I don't have any friends I have 6 friends on Facebook, so it's not like
you have like 70,000 followers or something.
Yeah, but I'm not using my fan
None of them are
page.
friends.
I'm saying like my personal Facebook has 6 people, and I only have it so I can access the fan page. That's the only reason I even have it.
Gotcha.
But all the same, like, it's just not comfortable. At the end of the day, I mean, maybe that's what they're imagining, a world where this thing is like a pair of sunglasses, and it's light and unobtrusive. But right now, it is not.
Have you seen the Meta commercial on Instagram where the daughter is fishing with the dad, and they're in like different states?
No.
You seen that? No.
That's possible. Yeah, that's possible, but it still doesn't make it comfortable. What I will say is this: is that Beat Saber is like an experience everyone should have. When you come to my house, Cary, you're gonna play it. It's awesome. Okay. You know what? I'll bring it, Kev. I'll bring it. I'll bring it to the one. No, I'll bring it to the 127, and you can try it.
I've been getting messages
it's so
about
fun.
the 127. People have been sending me, "Where's Trash to Cash going to be?"
I've been Googling it. So we use this thing called Pure Space in Vegas, where it's like it's basically an Airbnb but for meetup spots. And it doesn't have any in that town we're in. So I got to look at this around. Like no one's renting a meeting space.
It's like a rental space.
Rental space to do.
Why can't they just all come to the Airbnb?
They could. I don't know if the Airbnb owner will be cool with thousands of people showing up.
I know, hundreds of thousands of people.
I mean, they could, yeah. I mean, they might stab us with a love knife.
I've always, FYI, I'll sign a baby. I've always wanted to sign a baby.
Yeah, I've wanted to watch Cary sign a baby since I was born.
I don't care if it's your baby. Just bring a baby and drop it off somewhere. I'll sign it.
Dude, remember that movie?
Prison to Profit. They should come down right there. You sign Dante.
That's right.
Baby.
Right.
What was that? Crazy Lamp Lady. Jocelyn just had a baby.
There we go.
I don't think they.
I'm just gonna sign a baby. It's on the bucket list. I've got a very extensive, weird bucket list.
Oh, I remembered it. It's Baby's Day Out. I found it. Remember Baby's Day Out, where the baby it starts walking around the city because it escapes. You should watch that. It's great.
I remember Look Who's Talking and Look Who's Talking too.
Those were worse. I do not like the Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
Those babies.
I don't think she's a very good actress.
Those babies talked though. Yeah. How did they get them to do that?
Babies can talk now. Babies can talk now. It's in the metaverse. It's a thing.
I think the metaverse will be a place for content in the future for content creators and reselling, though.
It's already there.
I'm going to be on there just lounging around, just under a tree with chickens, and I'm just going to talk about what not to pick.
Yeah, that's kind of the dream, is to actually buy an NFT of Kevin's porch swing or something.
Oh, yes.
Kevin's, what's under the tree? What is that, like a lawn chair? What do you got under there?
Yeah, it's one of those, zero gravity chairs.
Oh, those are nice, yeah.
Do you have one of those robots that brings food out to you? I was at a Chili's last weekend here in Vegas, and they brought out food on a robot.
Ooh,
at Chili's.
They can make any work. I went to dinner tonight at a place. I actually went to the place when American Pickers comes to town. They go to a place called Bootleggers, so I like going there. And we go there. We're walking in there, and they're literally closing the door as we're coming in. They're like, "We've had staffing issues, and the phone systems won't work." It's like 7:00.
Wow! Did you go to Taco Bell and get a Baja Blast?
Yeah, Taco Bell's always open. Yeah. They might have one person running the whole thing, and your food might be cold and uncooked, but it'll be there.
I went to a place the other night that had one waitress and one cook, the whole place. I'm like, what is it? We were there for 2 hours.
That's crazy.
You got to stay away from Applebee's, man.
No. You know what you should do, Kev? I have an idea. You should learn to cook by watching my cooking channel.
It's true. I hear that cooking channel is actually... People are watching it.
People like it. It's all the ladies. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. They love cooking, and I appreciate them.
You got Paul's crowd over there.
Dude, it's like 75% ladies that watch it, and that's cool because they don't watch my picker videos because I'm rude. They don't watch my flipper videos because I'm inappropriate. But in the cooking seems to be just not rude, not inappropriate, so they like it.
It's just cooking. It's just
cooking. It's cooking and being a clown.
20 minutes of biscuits. This is a biscuit.
20 minutes of biscuits, but I'm
20 minutes
So
of
are
biscuits.
you done being a reseller, or are you done? It's over.
No. The reselling is going pretty good, actually.
Cary,
I'm doing a Whatnot auction
I feel
on Wednesday,
like we
Cary.
should start doing auditions for this channel.
It's true. Mm-hmm. We're looking for somebody who can carry this podcast while still being disingenuous and uninteresting.
Yeah, somehow basically be the entire show, the heart of the show, but be universally panned. That would be what we're looking for to replace me.
Like Dana Carvey in Master of Disguise. Give him no credit, even though the movie was pretty good.
That movie was not good.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
It was not good at all.
Uh-oh. I hit a nerve with Dave.
Dude, that movie was a pile of crap, and I like Dana Carvey. He had so many good movies you could have picked from, and you picked that thing.
He was a turtle in that for a little bit.
It was so stupid. That had to be like one of the worst things that happened in the 90s. I mean, there's probably some other things.
Pretty stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a message from Nashville Flippers. Did you see it? Nashville Flippers said that he would be happy to help you, Dave, since you dropped the ball on the Trashy Awards. He would be happy to pick it up and
that's great. Let's get him involved. Let's do that because I am way too busy, and so let's do that. I will reach out to him.
He mentioned Cary
to be a part of it.
On the reseller news.
He also mentioned you. He also mentioned you.
Is there a new episode?
No, he has to
part of the contract.
He's got no choice. Yeah. The first episode where he does it, he has to cancel that.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, I am going to never do Pop Shop Live.
Yeah. Why were you?
Did you never do it?
I never did it, and like a week later, after I hadn't do it, I got this passive aggressive message from like the onboarding guy, and he's like, "Hey, you need to do an auction, or we're gonna kick you off Pop Shop Live." And I responded and I said, "Hey,
it didn't sound passive at all.
No, it was just aggressive. It was straight up aggressive." And so I responded to him and I said, "Listen, I told you when we did the onboarding that I was traveling. That was when I was going to Vegas, and I wouldn't be able to do it till I got home." And he's like, "Well, you need to let me know when you're going to schedule your first show." And now he's messaging me again because I've never done it because I was so annoyed.
So he didn't kick you off.
He didn't kick me off. It was an empty threat because he didn't kick me off. And now he keeps messaging me like once a week saying, "When are you doing a show?"
Because he gets a portion. That's
exactly.
What I'm telling you. He gets a little bit of money.
Maybe you're not Pop Shop Live material.
I don't think I am.
Yeah, I see more and more people getting onboarded on Whatnot as well. It's like it's going nuts, and it's funny because a lot of the old school folks are doing less and less shows because they got to fix the shipping thing. It's a mess right now. My opinion.
See, I was planning on doing a show on Wednesday. Should I not, Cary, or it's going okay for you?
It's going okay. It's going all right, man. I think
he's selling cards is less cheaper for cards.
Well, yeah, cards are cheaper, but like with doing the system I'm doing where they could pick any two items and I make sure it's under a pound, I feel like there's more value and I don't get low bids. I avoid like the dollar bids.
Maybe I should try to set up a table like you got. I kind of like the way you're doing that. Maybe I'll.
It's basically your idea with the.
It was, yeah. I still think you should number them so people can quickly just say box 1 and 4 or something like that.
You're making this far too complicated for me, dude.
Dude, I'm just trying to. Anyways,
I see some. All right, well, I'll say what I gotta say. So I saw some OG YouTuber. I saw Tanya Thrifty Treasures. I don't know if you know Tanya. She's been around YouTube for a long time. She started selling jewelry on Whatnot. So they're still getting new people, big names. They're still getting folks to come in. All right, Dave, what do you got? Pop Shop.
No, I thought that was I think you're right. It wasn't Pop Shop. I was just gonna say that I'm doing mine Wednesday, just so the people know. It's some free
advertising.
And
free.
if you guys...
This is not a free show for me, guys. I actually pay $50 a month just for the StreamYard subscription.
That's awesome. I'm glad I don't pay that.
We got to start taking that off of your bill.
Don't worry about it.
But we can talk about that later. Okay,
let's not.
No, and my auction, my Whatnot auction was yesterday, guys. If you want to check that out,
make sure you showed up.
Hope you were there.
There's a guy on TikTok who calls himself the TikTok time traveler from 2036, and he makes all these bold predictions, like they're gonna bring back what the heck was that movie with the big shark, the Megalodon? Is that what it's called? That
Deep
giant
Blue Sea?
No, Megalodon. He said they're gonna bring back the Megalodon through gene splicing, and he's got all these crazy predictions about aliens. And then I went and I looked at his old videos. And he has a video that says they're going to discover the world's largest sea creature June 17th. And I'm like, wait, what day is today? It's already passed. That con doesn't work very long.
The TikToks, I love a TikTok that makes bold claims with no accountability. I think it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And I think he's going places.
Well, and
just
people
like Dave's thumbnails.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and people on his latest video where he's talking about a UFO, it's going viral and they're believing him. Just go watch 4 videos ago where he was straight wrong. He's just completely wrong. 4 videos ago.
He's trolling everybody. It's hilarious.
Right once I made that big garage sale prediction, right? And if I'm wrong, everybody forgets it. But if I'm right, I keep bringing it up over and over. It's like Gary Vee. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Nostradamus was dead wrong about Elvis, but he was right. He was right about a couple things, and now everybody thinks he's real.
You got it.
Dead wrong about Elvis.
Yeah.
All right. I'm scrolling to find the comment of the week here.
Do you want to share, Kevin, what you got for Father's Day, or is it private?
Sure. I got great gifts for my kids. Do great. So let me show you this real quick. So unlike your family, Dave, they get me good gifts.
Yeah.
That really works. So Cobra Kai.
Nice.
Right there.
Nice.
Cobra Kai.
I
there
think
we
you
go.
have one of those, don't you, Dave?
I have that shirt. It's fading a little, but I do have that
Okay.
shirt. Similar. Yours
Cobra
looks
Kai.
nicer.
It does fit.
And I got
the evil gymnasium.
honey roasted peanuts, which is like top on my list. Charleston
Nice.
shoes, Swedish
go.
fish.
All the old timey snacks.
What it says.
All the things you got
Did
at
you
the.
get any hard candies?
Did you
got
get
a batter-
Did you get the sarsaparilla?
Did you get some penny candies?
I like Abba Zabba's. Carrie, I bet you know Abba Zabba's out west.
I've heard of
Abba
it.
Zabba's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do,
I
yeah.
like Chico sticks too.
Yep, those are good.
So I need those little chargers because I sit out in my chair, and so those like batteries that you plug in and then you
portable
charge your
charger?
phone.
Yeah, the
Portable
portable
Got
power
one of
bricks,
those
yeah.
out there. And
Nice.
I use these headphones sometimes when they're around so they don't have to hear me, hear the video when I'm editing it. And so I got a little pouch to put on my keychain with that.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Probably
thoughtful.
some other things that I can't remember.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. And Carrie, did any of your illegitimate children get you anything?
No.
Send you anything? Ask for money? Anything?
38 years in a row of no presents for Father's
Hold on.
Day.
You kind of, sort of have stepkids. Kind of, sort
Yeah,
of.
I didn't get nothing.
And so they didn't do
Yeah.
anything? Okay.
No.
Interesting. Yeah, because
No,
Dawn has
What's
kids.
up?
Yeah, I think
What's
I'll
up?
text Dawn and I'll tell her you're
Yeah.
offended.
Yeah.
And that you told me you were offended, but you didn't want me to tell her. And we'll just see what
Yeah.
happens with your relationship.
Do that. Dawn's, text her because she's not going to watch this nonsense.
She used to be our biggest
She
fan.
used to be our biggest fan. I cannot get her to watch it anymore.
It's because we had Kevin. It's because we had
No, she likes Kevin, I think.
I think
No, she does. She likes you, man.
Why
I
did she
heart
stop
every
watching?
one of her reels. For
She
goodness
does
sake.
like
I
you,
don't
I'm
even watch
joking.
Carrie's. I heart hers.
No, she always is like, Kevin commented. She gets very excited. You're a superstar
that's sweet.
within our household. Nobody
There
cares
you
about
go.
what Dave says, but
fair.
Kevin, yes.
Have you noticed? Have you not noticed the reels that have been coming out on my channel? Have you not noticed every day?
I noticed. Yeah, no, I saw.
And
I was
TikTok.
like, wow, that's impressive.
Are you serious? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
day.
I don't know about the one you did, the latest one you did. I don't know.
Which
about
one
that
was that?
I don't know. I remember I saw it yesterday and I was like,
Was it the one that just said 3 nipples
I'm gonna
question
find
mark?
it. Hold on. It was. Hold on, I'm gonna find it because it.
man.
I can't even find you. Oh, it looks like you got booted from Instagram. You didn't know that? Yeah,
Kevin's off. Yeah, Kevin's off.
surprised.
No.
He's actually off Instagram. No, actually, yeah, she did not like my offer. That one. That was offensive. That offer you made.
You
Very
didn't even
offensive.
watch it. You did not even
I tried.
watch it. That was it. I tried to pull it American Pickers, and sometimes he'd do like a deal, like he'd flip a coin or something, and if this. So I did it. So I do it with the Boppets every time I used to buy Boppets because they used to sell. They don't sell anymore. And
Yeah.
I'd pick up a Boppet and it would be like $1. I'm like, all right, if I hit it and it works, I'll give you $1. And if it doesn't work, I get to get it for free. And people would laugh and whatever. So I did it
remember
this
that,
time. I did it this time. And the lady's like, well, that's great, but we got $5 on that Boppet. I'm like, who charges $5 for a Boppet?
That's too
So
much.
we put it out.
You've been talking too much about Boppets. It's getting out there. You're ruining garage selling for everybody.
I
Kevin-
actually saw Boppets on another.
You literally destroyed the Boppet
Seriously,
market.
the Boppet crash of 2022. It
was
took
Kevin.
25 years,
Kevin.
but it's happening.
Listen, the purple ab roller market has come back because I've only found one this year.
Wow.
And we got one at the 301 in North Carolina, so that's 2.
Oh, can you tell us about 301? Because I went last year and I stopped at all the vendors' booths and I had a fairly terrible time. How did you do?
Don't stop at the vendor's booth.
I get it.
I didn't do this, but I have a strategy. But I was planning on videotaping my strategy and giving a review and putting it on my Commonwealth Auctions channel for people to watch, and so I can make a little bit of money. But I'll give it to you instead. So I think the best thing to do is to go right into Smithfield, and go south one day and go north one day, and I don't even think you need to avoid the vendors. I didn't see too many that were just straight up vendors. There were plenty that were like, they would buy pallets and stuff. You can see them selling that stuff off. But the high school, I think is Benson High School or something. We went there.
It's Benson.
You don't.
Oh, yeah, it probably is Benson. That's along the road.
We went in there and people were like, don't go in there. It's just all vendors. I go in there and I meet awesome people and I'm pulling out good stuff, vendors, resellers. I'm buying stuff from resellers. I'm like, I did pretty good in here. I was pretty happy.
Okay. Last year when I went, there was a guy who sat in his truck, and it was like 102 degrees or something. It was like one of the hottest days of the year.
You already seem mad, and you haven't even
died.
started the story.
Yeah. Well, anyways, no, it was just frustrating because there was like an elderly woman, and she was running around the sale and giving prices, but she'd have to go talk to this guy in the truck who I guess owned all the inventory each time. Right, and so she's got to run over to the truck, and she's like, "Yeah, he wants to know if you'll take 10." And then she'd run back. He said, "Would you do 7?"
He was like the Lord of the yard sale,
him
just
in there.
hovering above.
Not only did I see him in there, but I made him come. I made him come out because I kept lowballing, and he wanted to come tell me no to my face, and I bought nothing. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I might have bought my Transformers Funko, but that was for me, not for reselling.
It's. You should have used your phone and kept calling your wife at home. Fake calling your wife at home.
Yes.
Let me ask my wife. So it'd be a negotiation between your fake wife at home and the guy in the truck.
The fake guy in the truck.
I did not love it. But no, I mean, did you? So here's the question: when you're in Smithfield, did you stop at Checkers, get some of them delicious fries?
Did not even see Checkers.
Ooh, yeah, it's
Didn't
right
even
there near the
see
mall,
Checkers.
right near the outlet store.
Is that like a chicken or a hamburger place?
You don't know what Checkers is?
It's like hamburgers, right?
Too.
Okay.
Yeah, hamburgers. The fries are what you
think
go
I've heard
for,
of it.
though. The fries are what you go for. Okay, so Kevin, who did you go with? Did you have any other pickers with you?
Yeah, I met up early the
Eric
first day with Eric. Eric was there, yeah. I got him a hotel room, and he didn't show up, so you owe me money, Eric. So thanks a lot, buddy.
Nice.
Appreciate it. And he had brought a guy with him, and then we had a few more people we met up with. And my uncle came up, and the second day we did a little picking together. And
you're like the Pied Piper of yard selling. You always have like a band of people behind you when you come up to a garage sale, just with your flute just going.
Well, Eric's great. I got to tell you, Eric's terrific because I could go to like 15 sales with Eric, and he would only appear in the video when I wanted him to. I mean, he's very conscious of where to be, where to stand in the videos, and where to. It's very, very nice of him. So, plus he hooked me up on one deal. He's like, "Hey, this guy's got this thing in here." You know, Eric's cheap, so he don't want to pay up. You know, so he's like, "But there's a lot of money made." He's like, "I called Chernock on this deal." He's like, "You definitely triple your money." You know, whatever. I'm like, "Okay, we'll go in there," and I bought it. So I owed him dinner. I paid him.
Nice.
So,
that was just
nice. Well,
some of the spare change you had laying around.
Oh, I almost called you Harry. Me and Cary had a plan, Kevin.
Cary here.
So, we're going, I think Kevin's going to let his yard sale with him. We're hangers on of him, so we're going to try to hang on to him.
You get 8 sales.
And at the yard sales, me and Cary are both going to wear a thong. So that we got a bunch of whale tail in all his shots. There's just going to be some whale tails hanging out.
It's true. It's true.
We've already bought the thongs. Mine's a tuxedo.
I will do this. I am going to, the whole trip over there, because I'm driving cross country to get there, every place that has a bracelet, I'm buying 3. Every place, I'm buying 3. By the time I get there, my whole arm is going to be bracelets.
I like it.
I'm going to out-bracelet Kevin.
I was
another Father's Day gift there.
I was trying to figure out what I couldn't believe Kevin was drinking the Mountain Dew, and so I kept having to look at the hand. I'm like, "There's bracelets. Like it must be him." It just see the identifying factor.
It's usually the water, coffee,
the soft
beverage.
The soft, delicate hands of someone who doesn't work with his hands or does much work at all.
I'll tell you what, though. I've had the worst luck, Kevin. Every time I go to my Taco Bell, I'm stuck getting this trash, normal Mountain Dew, because they're out of Baja Blast. Always. Every time I go, they're sold out. It's so frustrating.
Shortages. They're not producing nothing.
They're not producing. There's
they need
you can't get anything from Baja right now.
Burnt down.
The Baja fruits are not blooming. I don't know what's happening.
Ignore what you're seeing. There's nothing going on here.
It's a lie when it says it's 0% juice. There's actually some Baja juice in there.
Speaking of factories, we lost our chickens for almost a full day. They were gone.
They just
completely
left.
Gone. Yeah.
Did you find them?
They finally came. Yeah.
Okay.
And
they just walked away.
They come back.
I was. Oh, dude, there's a new coupon. Expires 6/30. I haven't used it yet. I guess that's not new anymore, huh?
Yeah, that would be
eBay
old.
coupon. Yeah. It's an old coupon. I haven't used yet.
I should check. I think I've used mine.
I've got a video about that.
I know.
I'm sure you do.
It's on your YouTube channel. So Actually, so here's a little bolo for me, and I don't know if they're all good, but I found fly fishing reels
Oh yeah,
at a yard sale.
Abu
and,
Garcia.
What was it? Okuna?
You put those USPS boxes. You got to put 4 of them together.
No.
To fit.
Let me rephrase that. Okay, so it's not the whole reel. Not the whole rod.
It's not the rod. It's the reel.
Yeah. And so, I mean, man, I got
the spin-a-ma-doodle.
The spinny jigger. Yeah, the spinny thing. So
I've sold a few. It's been a long time. What are they? What kind of, like, high quality, high stuff, good stuff? What?
I don't know. I mean,
Dave found them.
Looks like all the ones I found sell for between 40 and 60. But I paid like $5 a piece, $6 a piece. So, I thought that was pretty good. It was definitely better than my normal finds. I went to a different town to yard sale this weekend, and the quality was better, but the quantity was significantly less. I spent a lot of time driving. I think I only hit like 10 sales, but I brought home a lot more money than I have been bringing home. And I talked to a guy, Kevin, who's a viewer, and I did use that to kind of sneak in a mention of your Facebook on one of my NC Picker videos. That'll come out later this week.
That's good.
But he was saying
I'll put a little
that
extra
town...
in your check this month.
Excellent.
I'll take a little less out of
take
your
a little
check
less
this
percentage.
month.
He was saying that that in his town, the town I was in, that community sales are insane. He said he makes like $1,000 a day during the community sales in that town. And so that's like North Carolina level, right? And so I'm definitely going to... But he said community sale season just ended, and it doesn't start up again until fall in that town. So it's kind of what you said. Honestly, I hate to say it, but Kevin was right. Yard sales are winding down in Florida right now, and I have no footage. It's really bad.
Well, you can come on up here, Dave.
I know. I'm going to have to come up to Lynchburg and just pick there.
Come on over to Vegas. Just drive on over.
Sales? Oh, well, actually, you wouldn't know because you were traveling this weekend, so you're not going to know how many. Vegas has insane levels of sales.
Yes, a ton.
And you didn't go out this weekend, Cary?
No. Didn't go out this weekend, no.
Good. Kevin.
Well, I have reasons for this weekend.
You do have reasons, yes. His foot fell off. Diabetes.
I had to sleep, guys.
Too many Baja blasts.
Yeah, okay, did you find the comment of the week?
Diabetic socks, Cary. Would you like me to ship them to you?
I don't have diabetes yet, but maybe that'll prevent them. I don't know. Maybe it'll prevent it.
You don't know you have diabetes yet.
So I have so much footage.
I hope I don't.
You could, if I sent my footage to you and you edited it and then posted it on your
I
channel, would you give me half the money?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, but I want to read Jenna's comment. I mean, I alluded to how much she hates me now, but let's at least... I mean, I got so many problems with this comment, Jenna, but the real problem is the first sentence. The first sentence, Dave, I tolerate the gross fart poop jokes because I love your sense of humor and real-life storytelling. Okay? You can't tolerate the fart and poop jokes, Jenna. You have to love them. You have to become one with them.
Dave is the fart and poop jokes, whatever they're called.
Yeah, fart and poop jocks. They were the worst at school. When I was in high school, I hated the fart and poop jocks. It was a whole separate sub niche.
The ones that dunked you in the toilet, that group. Dude, I got so tired of that. I'm like, I already had a shower.
Was it Married with Children? I think they call them swirlies. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Was it six touchdowns at Polk High, 1966?
There you go. Stephanie said I would watch Cary's skit on a walking up to random people. That skit, remember?
I need to do it.
A lot of people like that idea. Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I'm going to be doing it. I'm kind of nervous about it, but I'm going to do it.
I think you should do it. You're not going to do it. It's like trash. It's like the Trashy Awards. Y'all call him out every week. He's not going to do it.
Oh, I will. You believe in me, Kevin.
That's
all I need.
And then send it into Ray Nashville Flippers, and he'll put that it'll be like a weekly thing that appears on his resale.
On his. Well, I need a cut of his. He's monetized. I need a cut of that then.
Yeah, that's true.
And I have to have you negotiate it as my manager. At least that's what you told me.
Yeah.
So I did a visual representation of the farting at the urinal thing on my YouTube channel this week. Did I send you a screenshot?
You wonder why nobody watched that.
I sold like a little old man plush, and I actually removed his pants and had him farting. It was like a whole thing.
I saw it.
It was really good.
I'm trying to forget what I saw.
But a lot of people did actually enjoy that story. And of course, I told Cary that I went to Jurassic World, and as I'm going to the bathroom in the theater, it happens again. Not the farting part, but the toddler-style old man pee with the butt hanging out.
Surprisingly, the best part of your trip to the theater, too, because that movie was atrocious. Jurassic Park, World, Dominion, whatever.
I was like, it's so bad, the story mentality, the Instagram, like the social media mentality. When I saw that dude's butt hanging out, my first thought was, oh, I need to Instagram this for my story because it's so applicable to the podcast. I was like, no, you can't video people's butts and put it on your Instagram. That's not okay.
Yeah. That breaks 3 to 4 federal laws.
And he had it like he was showing everything. Anyways, but yeah, it was not good. Jurassic World Dominion, not good at all. Really,
not good,
really
guys.
Not good.
Guess what? The dinosaurs are loose, and they didn't even eat enough people for me to enjoy that part of it.
Bored.
They ate like 3 people.
It was 3 hours of boredom, and my kids didn't even like it. And they'll watch pretty much anything, guys. They're not picky at all.
Yeah.
Judy says, love Cary's dimples. So, Don,
he's
I'm
such a
going to
cutie.
tell Don you better watch out.
He's such a little cutie.
Dave's got him, too. Dave's got him, too.
Guys, hey. Yeah, but I've got the annoying voice, so, you know.
Does Kevin have him? Kevin has him.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Kind of like wrinkles, you know.
Yeah, that's
wrinkles, dimples, same
scars,
thing.
Battle scars.
Okay, so you guys want to tell me your sale of the week? Come on, there's got to be something awesome sold.
Well, I guess I could say this because this video will have popped off already. Well, the picker video where I found it will have aired yesterday when people are watching this, tomorrow when I'm saying this, and then the flipper video when I'm selling it will air the day after this, but I'm going to say it anyways. So I bought a Dr. Mario piggy bank, and when you drop the quarter in it, it plays the Dr. Mario song. And there's none. Like, for the last 4 years, I don't think any have sold on eBay, and there's only been one listed. And so it's a pretty rare item. So I bought it for $100, sold for $350.
Oh, wow. Well, you paid a lot for it, but
I did.
Good profit.
I had to pay a lot. If you watch the video, you'll see. I actually got it on the way home from Myrtle Beach. I wasn't planning on stopping at any yard sales, and I drive by this one. It's like 4 in the afternoon or something stupid, and this garage sale's still open like an hour from my house. I'm like, what the heck? Go down there and find that thing. I'm like, I am not leaving this. But I didn't even know what it was worth, but I knew it was worth a lot. And I'm like, I've never seen it before, so I picked it up, and it was worth a lot.
I think Cha-Ching King, I think that's who it was on Instagram, posted a Pac-Man watch that he got that sells for like $200, a Pac-Man watch. So there's definitely some really valuable video game stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, on that note, so Paul did a video, right? And he was saying Kevin is the Tupperware King. Paul Philly Flipper.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying, the real hanger-on of all of us. He's like what is that? Like a leech, right? Just sucking our blood and fans.
Grifter with a G.
He's getting roughed. I watch it. He fires people like nothing these days.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets employees.
He fired his employee.
Yeah,
I heard that for
farting
in the office.
I got an email saying I was fired. I don't even work for the guy. Just because he's 6'8", he thinks he can push people around.
So he did a video.
Ivan instead of
Paul. Drago.
He did a video where he categorized Kevin as the king of Tupperware. He categorized Kayla as the queen of, what was it? I don't even remember. Sensi? I can't remember. And he said Dave, and he couldn't figure out what I was the king. Yeah, Pots and Pan, that's it. And he couldn't figure out what I was the king of. So I actually went and I looked at my sales by category for the last 31 days out of curiosity. And my number one category is actually video games and consoles. I don't know if you guys know.
You're a gamer, dude.
But he was close. He guessed DVDs, and DVDs is my second category in the last month. So it is, I do sell a lot of media. I sell a lot of media.
You're the king of selling $4 DVDs, free shipping.
And even if you do my annual, I've sold number
one. He only
for...
loses a quarter a sale.
I know, but he's getting that feedback, that valuable feedback.
That's true.
That negative isn't cheap.
That's true. And if you look at my whole year, 2022, number one is video games and consoles. Number two is... So I'm basically Phoenix Resale, is what I'm trying to say. I'm on his level.
You're like portly resales right there.
The only difference is that for the whole year, I have sold as much as he sells one game for on Whatnot. So...
I hear you.
My whole entire year of video game sales, my number one category, this shows how crappy my eBay year has been because of the move, is $1,900. That's my top category. $1,900.
USD.
Gotta get back.
USD.
Hey, I'll even give you a little slack. I mean, you've had a strange year. It'll get back. It'll get better.
It's been weird for all of us.
Listen, I'm up 30%.
If you just quit the stupid cooking channel, you'll be all right.
That doesn't take hardly any time. I'm up 30% month to month. So my sales are increasing. I'm listing more. So there is a positive.
You were like at zero there a couple months ago.
No,
I
wasn't at zero.
Rock bottom.
My sales are down. I keep going everywhere. I've been gone.
That's
gone.
what
I've
kills
like 26. I've been like my store's been closed 10 days every.
It's on a world tour right now.
Gonna go to another one soon, and then another one, and then 127. It's getting rough.
He's like George R.R. Martin. Kind of.
He is.
Because now that he's so big, he's never gonna finish the series. Kevin's never gonna actually finish the eBay seller life. Yep. He's just gonna be famous.
He's just a social media celebrity now.
Yeah. Why are you bitter, Kev?
Because of Tupperware. I'm bitter because of Tupperware. I'm getting all these Tupperware.
Hot take.
Jocelyn, Crazy Lamp Lady, mentioned me on her channel, and I was flattered, but it's about Tupperware. It's
she said the loser who sells Tupperware, which isn't really a shout-out.
It's very explicit. Yeah.
Kayla mentions me by name, by my first name on her
Kevin.
massive blow-up video. She doesn't say Commonwealth Pickers. She says Kevin, so I get nobody coming my way, and she's got 300,000 people see her videos.
Wow.
And all I get is a shout out from Dave for Garage Sale Nation on a Flipper channel that nobody watches.
No, it's on the picker. Kev, it's on the picker. It's on the picker, not the Flipper. Yeah.
You gotta.
Thank you, Dave. That's
like
good.
10 to 15,000 people.
When did it air?
Sometime this week when I make a thumbnail.
So that's what it bumped up. Well, it hasn't gone up.
It's not even aired.
A bump. I think it went up when I was at the 301. I had so many people there coming up and talking and are you that guy? Are you that? Or, hey, picker guy or what? They didn't even know who I was. They were hearing it from other people at the sale. You know how that. And I started getting people following vendors. They were all vendors because they were hearing about it. They wanted to find these sales to go sell at all the sales.
Smart.
You're getting known as the Tupperware guy. You should be thankful for that because I bet you every old person who's on Bing or Mozilla Firefox that Google's Tupperware probably gets one of your videos on that first page.
Firefox is not for old people.
Yes,
are you at that point?
No, are you using Firefox still?
Yes, I'm using Firefox. And if you say Firefox to any elderly person, they're gonna be like, "What? What's a Firefox?"
I was trying to remember the one that was the red circle. Opera, yeah.
Opera is a little, but that's a Linux program. Like, dude, no.
I don't know.
You were on point. First of all, elderly people use whatever is already installed. Internet Explorer and Safari.
You're taking this way too serious.
And then for search engines, maybe they use Ask Jeeves. And for email, like Kevin, they definitely use Hotmail. Yes, Kevin uses Hotmail.
I do not have Hotmail. Cary's the one that probably uses Hotmail.
I do have a Hotmail.
Some stupid name.
No, Cary. We're not talking about you being a Hotmail. We're asking if you have a Hotmail email account.
It's my old nickname, my Hotmail.
Cary does.
My Hotmail at hotmail.com.
Exactly.
So, have you guys ever watched Back from Burnout on YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Do
you know her name?
That's a great question.
And Angelica? Regina?
I've never watched her. She's just recommended right now, and I was like, I bet Kevin knows who this person is.
I do, and I feel bad. I've watched her plenty, and she's
haters gonna hate.
Accent.
Yeah.
Now you're putting me on spot. Now I feel terrible.
She's from Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never
books,
seen this
the
one.
setup. It's like the Ginger Marvin without the banker box.
Okay, so if you go to her about page, it says my favorite resellers to watch are #eBay UK, Nick and Andrea Hill, Daily Refinement, Rally Roots, Harry Tornado, Hustle at Home Mom, Cincinnati Picker, Shed Flips, Lindy Glenn, and Gary V.
Oh, no, Kevin. No, Kevin.
She didn't put you in there.
Yeah,
put you in there.
Well,
doesn't even know who you are, man.
Put her in mine. She can put her. That's good. Nick. Well, look, she's got some old schoolers in there, so you know. Nick and Andrea Hill. Do you know who Nick and Andrea Hills are? You know who
UK.
No, I don't know who that is either.
You don't know. Oh my gosh.
I gotta learn some of these people, but
yeah, they've been to.
Now I'm looking at her buying me a coffee.
Do you know who Dave and Amanda Robinson are?
No.
Okay, me neither.
I don't.
I just made them up. I don't know.
So do you guys know? Do you guys know what is your top category this year on eBay? Do you know off the top of your head, or you don't have that information?
You guys probably know what mine is, so we don't have to.
Plush probably because of all that.
Plush. Yeah. Oh, true. Kevin is probably plush.
Hey, I can be Tupperware. You know, that's fine. I'm known for Enaman. You know, ashtrays,
yeah.
Tupperware, purple ab rollers, and super shooters.
So my second category for the year is the cell phone accessories from like my O-Snap phone grip. I sold a ton of this year. So that's my number 2. And then number 3 is DVDs. I sell tons of DVDs. And I think a part of that is because that's what Tina likes to list is media, and I haven't been listing as much as her this year. So maybe I have. I don't know. It's a wash. Cary, your hair looks really great, buddy. You got to get a haircut again. It's time. It's been since
time.
What? November? This dude gets a haircut every 7 months, every 8 months.
That's true. That's true.
That's
how I do it, man. That's just how I live, man.
Like, why do you
why
do
not?
that?
Why not?
Because you look like
I'm not
a
living by
homeless guy.
I'm not living by your social constructs, my friend. I live in my own world.
Are you guys still planning on going to FlipCon? I'm kind of rethinking my plan.
I already bought my hotel ticket.
I bought hotel tickets too, yeah.
I got a hotel too, but I can still cancel it. I would go, but this dealing with Dalton guy, you know who he is?
Uh-huh.
He's ripping on it. He's like, if you're still listing, if you're not niching down, you're dumb. It's basically what he's saying, and I'm kind of offended. I don't know if I want to.
So we're starting a beef with Dalton.
Okay.
You hear that, Dalton? You hear us?
Shoes are for idiots.
We don't like you. No, I like him. He's very nice, and I've talked to him. He's a wonderful guy.
I'm just teasing, but he does say he basically calling me out.
Dude, I can't even
but
understand.
He's niched down, and a lot of people, Tommy. We talk about Tommy. He niched down his shoes. I actually think it's the right strategy to niche down if you can, but I'm like, dude, I couldn't niche down here if I tried. There's
that's like honestly
3 pairs of shoes down here at this crappy Goodwill. I ain't niching down.
That's what I've been working on. Honestly, that's why I do cards so much. That's really what I focused on for like the last 6 months, because I can get it all the time, and I can get it inexpensively, and I know what I'm doing. But it's only because I've done it for so long that I can do it, and I know where to find it. But I think niching down allows you to grow faster. It does. I think so.
As a reseller, there's no doubt about it. But it also, first of all, the reason
hard to do though.
The reason I don't do it is because it's pretty. Well, I hate shoes, but the second reason I
hate them too.
Oh yeah,
preach, brother.
The second reason I don't do it is well, there's a lot of reasons I'm thinking about it. It's really, really hard around here. You could do it, but I have to travel to the bins, which is like an hour and some away, and I was like, I don't really want to do that. But I don't enjoy it. And I'm not teaching people how to be full-time resellers on my show and on my platforms and whatever. I'm basically teaching you how to hobby resell, and I'm able to do it as a full-time gig because I'm making money off of social media as well. But anyway, I'm not ever
outlandish piles of money.
I'm not.
Just piles, dude. I'm so tired of the Instagram DMs with cash in your hand. It's not necessary, Kevin.
Far more than me.
Okay, so I met two people this weekend at yard sales that knew of the reseller niche on YouTube. Okay, first guy never heard of me. Okay, and I asked him who he watches.
Can you give me a Harry Tornado autograph?
Boom, Kevin gets it right off the bat. I was like, so who do you watch? He's like, Harry Tornado, and this reminded me that Josh, I think on his podcast on Triple Thrift, at some point said that he gets complaints that all his sorry, I'm having trouble with words. Too much Mountain Dew. All his videos are him buying a pair of shoes for $10 and selling them for $30 because he's pretty niched down into shoes. Not fully, not as much as Dalton, but that is one of the problems with niching down is it's kind of boring, right? Not just the content, but also just like life is a little boring if all you're doing is selling shoes. For me, I've got the ADD, so maybe I'm weird, but. Second guy.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was finished thought. Second guy had not heard of me, but he was a big Kevin fan, and so he'd never heard of American Arbitrage either. He had heard of the podcast. He said, "Don't you do a podcast with Kevin?" I've never watched it. I've never watched it, but I know you do a podcast, probably because you've mentioned it on your Flipper.
I would
channel.
say that out of I probably met maybe 20 or maybe 25 people just going to sales at 301. People coming up to me, and I would say half of them mentioned the Trash to Cash podcast.
Really?
So they're hardcore fans out there going to garage sales, and they like this pod. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I had to.
What is wrong with you guys?
Get away from them quick.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yeah.
Stop
I think
it.
our podcast listeners, I think of them as friends. Honestly, like they're in the
Fans.
chat with us. Friends, forget fans. They're friends. They're the friends. The fans are the people who are watching Kevin's.
That's
Picker
true,
channel.
honestly. Yeah.
The friends are watching this show because even though we're horrible people,
Some
they
people
still
just-
care.
They accept
They're
us for who we are.
Only one
hardcore
viewer
fans.
who's not a friend, and that's CB16, who's my mortal enemy.
What did he say?
Listen up,
He's the
CB16.
He's the one who
Preach.
talked trash about my voice on our reviews on iTunes. Hey, you know what though? Thank you, Wooly, To My Mimi, and Gold Tops Rocks for the positive review. That really helps our podcast, and we appreciate
We
that.
really want more reviews, but only
If
they're positive.
Yes.
Only. If they're negative, you can go ahead and do the review, but just do it on a different podcast. You can do
Yeah.
it for us.
Any
do it
podcast.
negative.
Yeah.
Put it on another podcast.
Reseller
instead.
clickbait, triple
Yeah.
thrift, daily refinement.
Complain
pure hustle,
about us,
Negative
name
reviews
us.
about us on all theirs, one
All
star.
their podcasts. That would be awesome for us.
Yeah, so just don't tell us your honest opinion. And also, everyone did get the Beverly Hillbillies quote from last week's show.
I had no clue.
Happiness is hard.
I thought you were just talking about
Played into
wee-wees.
it. Carrie played into it so well.
88 pictures, a little confused. He's a local Lynchburger here, you know.
Okay.
It's like,
well,
I hope Dave said happiness is hard to find.
Dave sent me the clip afterwards, and I didn't even know what movie it was. I'm like,
funny
is that
clip. You gotta
like
watch that movie.
Ernest Scared Stupid or something? One of those
Great
Ernest
movie.
ones?
okay, so let me say this wrong on purpose. A&M Pickers dropped a $10 super thanks
It's
in there.
I thought it
Oh,
was
I know that.
AM Pickers.
It is. He hates it when I say A&M, so now I do it every time.
He's a big Texas A&M fan.
But thank you for the super chat. We do appreciate that. Kevin said out of the $10, we're each, me and Cary, going to get 50 cents.
50
So we're
cents
looking
that
forward
we
to it.
have to put back into the fund to
Yeah.
keep Kevin contracting or whatever the heck he's doing.
Okay, but see, Kevin, here's my issue with the whole idea of them coming to our Airbnb.
We haven't been. First of all, we have got what? Are we an hour in? American
Yeah.
Bubble Boy. Go.
Yes. The finest
My
bubble wrap
reseller
in America.
Genie. They've
My
probably these poor
reseller's
people.
Genie.
They probably and
We talked about my
they
reseller
probably.
Genie.
Tux.
I forced them to listen to an hour of this thing without giving.
Tux medicated wipes. If you need to medicate your wipes, if you need a wipe
Wait,
that has
medicating the
medication on, if you need to have a medication on your wipes, Tux.
MyResellerGenie.com.
For your
Go
pleasure.
Check it out in the links. Go over there and check them out on Instagram. They're on Facebook.
Instagram.
That's the beauty of it, by the way. Is they have so Dave, who's not very bright, can get in there
No,
and
not,
he's
a,
like,
not a smart man.
if he can't figure out how to work
Hold on.
what they're doing for bookkeeping,
I did an
he can
online
go and
IQ
ask them on the
test this
Facebook
week.
page. They're
During a meeting.
hiring somebody. Wait a minute, hold on. They're hiring somebody to answer people's questions. This thing is growing. Now they just need to give me a percentage, a share of the company, and then I can, pump it for the next year for free.
I did.
Security fraud.
I
Whatever,
did.
securities fraud, whatever that's called. Pump and dump.
I did mention them at the beginning of the show. Have you forgotten that in your advanced years already? Like, I
It's
literally
true.
brought it up.
It's good.
I did sign up for a subscription for American Bubble Boy this week, too. It's the first time I bought bubble wrap in like 4 months because I've just been selling everything in poly mailers and bubble mailers for the last 2 months. But now, finally, I'm selling bigger items, so I had to buy some bubble wrap, and I did the subscription. I'm going to get it once a month. I'm looking forward to that, not having to think.
Once
just
a
having
month.
to show up.
Wow, you
How often do you
Look at
do
you.
selling a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, no, it's
I'm-
more
for
about
me,
supporting
once a month
Joel.
would be fine. I'm just surprised that you can do it.
Here we go.
We'll see.
Let's give my reseller Genie a little bit
DVDs need
more.
lot of it. Okay, yeah.
Let's give
what
my
do you got,
res-
Cary?
Sorry, I don't know what's happening. If you had an actual reselling Genie, see how I'm doing this, guys? Do you see what I'm doing here? If you had an actual reselling Genie, what would you ask for? What would you ask for? What would be your number
three
one
witches.
wish?
Okay, it
Well,
has
that's
to
a
be
good
reselling
point. That's a
related.
good
It has to
point.
be
Yeah, it's a
reselling related.
reselling Genie. They're not going
Well,
to
would it have
help
to be
you.
reselling bookkeeping related? Like, because that's what reseller
Yeah,
Genie
no,
does.
that is
Or
what
just
they
like
do. And I would ask for
I've got
that
the answer.
personally as a fan of them. But what
got
would
the
you ask
answer.
for?
Remove
I would
negative
ask-
feedback kind of thing.
Okay, I would ask for every
Yeah.
yard sale I go to be like a Froggy Flips yard sale. That's what I would want. Just
All right, well,
magically,
you gotta
like,
give him credit.
all
Look, he
grails.
I would just ask for Froggy Flip's channel. I don't even know if anyone would notice if I was just the one started doing the videos. Would they know?
You got to grow the beard out a little bit more.
I can do
Wear the what's the hats he wears?
They got like the
Gorn,
animals
brother,
on them.
Gorn?
I can't remember.
Gorn?
The animals, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the
If I
animals.
was cool, I would know that. I think
It's
He is
funny.
cool.
MD Picker wears those hats too, I think.
It's funny. I came home yesterday from yard sales, and my dad was at my house, and he's like, "How'd it go?" I was like, "Not great. I really miss Raleigh, North Carolina sales. Like when I was there 2 weeks ago with Brandon, I had so much content and so many finds and things like that." He's like, "Well, dude, you got that whole entire locker at my shop. I can get our neighbor to just put out all your stuff, and you can come buy his whole sale."
Yeah. Commonwealth Picker style. Set it up, man.
Yeah.
Set it
Totally
up.
set
Come
up a
on.
yard sale and just buy it all. Sadly, I don't know
I
if
get
I'd buy
that
this
crap
stuff
all
again,
the time.
Kev. I would go up there and I'd be like, "Yeah, you keep that crap." I don't even want it.
That's the truth. The sad thing
Well,
is,
it is.
Pretty funny.
Kevin sets those up and all he finds is Tupperware lids. You think if he was setting it up, he'd find something better.
Yeah, that's true.
My dad went to a sale this week without me because I'm in 301, and he comes back. He's like, "Here, look at all this Tupperware I got you." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh, he actually. See, I wish I had met your dad. Wait, your dad or your uncle? Which one does the golf clubs?
My
Your uncle. Yeah, I wish I had your uncle with me because I found like a thing full of Nike golf clubs, and I know Nike doesn't
I
make
bought
golf
clubs.
clubs. That's what I heard. Eric the OBX Picker told me they don't
Anymore.
make clubs anymore.
Yeah, they don't
Anymore.
anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
And so I was like really wishing I had because they wanted $100, and I didn't know if that was. It wasn't a whole set. Like it was a bunch of clubs. Anyways, I didn't buy them. I was too nervous, but I wished I had.
You have a
golf pro.
phone, Dave. You have a phone.
Well, but to look up 10, 15 clubs of random makers, like they were all different. There was a few Nike ones. There were some other brands I'd never heard of. Like,
How much were they? How much?
I looked up
clubs.
one Nike one, and it looked like it sold for $28, and I was like, okay, well that doesn't mean I should buy this whole thing for $100.
The back of my truck is completely full. The back bed or like the back seats of my truck completely full. And I come up on the sale and there's a Ping. Well, it's like 3 different old club bags, but there's a Ping bag, and then there's Ping clubs in a bunch of different places. Ping putter, Ping club head covers. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got no room whatsoever. But I had to buy them. Ping I2 clubs. I haven't bought clubs in a while because there's not many up here. But man, I probably make $400 on that set plus bag. Bag's 100, sets 175. Club head covers for those are $60. Just the little covers.
Just the Ping head covers.
The
That's a
vintage
bolo.
Ping head covers. Yeah.
Bolo alert! Bolo
Look out.
alert!
Look out, folks.
There
Bolo.
you
Okay,
go.
so Cary, you never told us what you would wish for if you had a reseller genie.
Man.
Gosh.
He has
Motivation?
one. It's called Don. That's what
Motivation,
I'd be-
the
I
ability
would-
to wake up early.
I would like garage sales to start about 1 p.m. I'm not joking. I would love that. I'd be so in the zone. Dawn would already have been up for like 8 hours, but
You're like tired out.
she would be tired out.
getting
She'd
going.
hate it. But I'd be like, have so much energy. I'd be doing ninja moves and stuff. It'd be awesome.
Okay, so that's a pretty good.
That's the
wish.
truth. But yeah, I will get up early for a yard sale if I.
And what
have
was
to.
you also never told us because you don't speak up, and I'm remembering all the things you forgot to respond
Well, I just
to.
figured you skipped me over, man.
Well, because you're less important than Kevin.
I know, Kevin's
I'm
the big
trying
deal.
to latch on to him and get some of his clout.
We're holding
That's my
on, man.
primary goal.
Getting-
But
get
what's
that
your
weight.
best sale of the week, Cary? You never told us.
Well, it's a sports card, and you guys are not going to be
How much
super
money?
interested. I sold it for $95.
That's good.
And I
I'm
got it.
interested.
Yeah, so this is interesting. This is actually a good thing. And
Paid
we talked.
160.
Yeah, I did. It was awesome. I only lost like after fees like $90. No, it's Whatnot, guys. So I bought it on Whatnot. I was just you can do this almost every night on Whatnot in any category you're looking for. And I found it. I bought it with a couple other cards. I paid $30, and I sold it 2 days after I got it. So it sold really quick. So.
And he bought it with funny money that he got from people signing up for his.
Yeah.
his
I actually bought it with my own money, which is weird. I don't usually have any of that, but it was awesome.
Yeah, I don't have any Whatnot credit anymore. I haven't had any Whatnot credit for like.
Oh, I have $20 in
all
Whatnot
right,
credit
so I've got a
right now.
topic for you. So, Dave, you have kids. So, have your kids ever bought something, that you didn't know they bought, like bought an app or bought
Yes.
something off of Amazon?
Yes.
It happens,
Callie.
right?
Yeah, Callie,
Okay.
she like signed up for some app thing where it was like a recurring thing and it was charging us $30 a month. It was really annoying.
So, one of my children went on Paul's Whatnot auction and started buying Disney pins.
Oh, this is
for their
real. I
backpack.
thought you were
this
joking.
This is real. So how do I deal with? I mean, what do I do? Does Whatnot have like Amazon, like you call it, like they give you a refund? I mean, can I get my money back from Paul?
I mean, it sounds like you need to bring out the belt.
This is a good way to cancel this podcast.
This sounds like you were under the tree with a few too many drinks, and you were just really into the pins that night, and you're trying to blame it on your children.
No, this is a true story. Ask Paul.
How much money? How much money are we talking?
I don't know. How much story? How much? Hey, how much did she spend?
I see his wife was supervising it. Was
$21.
your wife supervising? Your wife was supervising it?
$31. She's probably the one on there encouraging it.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess.
Callie just did that on Whatnot to me with Tina. So I was doing something, and Tina and Callie were on my Whatnot and buying some Squishmallows on my card. So
I think, especially in Kevin's case, for all the hours of unpaid labor, I just say let it slide. Because, I mean, what are you...
There ain't no unpaid labor here. I need to get Paul to come down here and fire some employees.
You could just take it out of her dollar. You know, her dollar
exactly.
to save, dollar to...
Guess
the next 24 sales, she gets
Guess who's not giving $1 to charity this time?
Take the gift dollar. Okay, so my best sale of the week. I just sorted. See, I have a computer, and so I can look this up. I can look this up. My best sale of the week was a Sensi. That's my best sale of the week for $25.99.
Wow.
Wasn't big money. Wasn't big money this week.
I sold. What else? I had another.
You're what we call. We're what you call. You're what we call a just a butter seller. You don't do any of the bread. You're just the butter.
Just the butter.
Just the butter.
I put butter on the pancakes I made this morning.
Irma says, now I know not to listen to y'all while I'm eating breakfast. I like that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was another funny show. I don't think they're going to think this show is funny because Jenna made me self-conscious about poop talk. So now
so we have not. Now it's an hour 10 in, and we haven't even talked about bowel movements, lack thereof.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yes, Kevin.
Your bookkeeper, Jenna, not the Jenna you don't like, the Jenna you do like.
Yeah.
I met her parents. Her parents came up to me at the 301, and I asked them, I said, why does your daughter charge so much? It was like, I couldn't.
Yeah. That's good.
You
should
like,
definitely.
what are you talking about?
Hold on. I don't like.
That.
Oh, time out. I got to correct this before it goes too far. Jenna, I like you, okay? I don't not like you. Don't listen to Kevin. I'm just saying you made me self-conscious about being a terrible person. That's all I'm saying. Also, I'm pretty sure I got scammed on eBay a couple times this week, but the big one was someone bought some Mary Kay mascara stuff, and I sold it brand new. Tina checked it. It was sealed, really nice. Comes back, the box is destroyed. It's half empty. It's dried out. Just totally different mascara got sent back to me. And Kevin, I think the same thing happened to you, but not with mascara.
And that was these things right here, except it was a wireless,
Was it the AirPods?
So eBay gave them half their. I gave them half their money back. eBay gave them half their money back.
Man, AirPods are brutal because I've owned, I think, 4 pairs and lost at least one earbud or washed them every time.
That's why I'd never do it.
Horrible.
They would last for a half a week.
I'm right on that, Cary. I'm like, I could take these and keep them. I might keep these because I'm like broke even at this point, but it is what it is. So A.M. Pickers really did give us $10. And what is that? Yes. He gave us $10 on a
super thanks.
What's it called?
A
super thanks.
Yeah. Super thanks.
Super thanks. So if you want your comment read, Dave.
Yeah.
Give
us a super thanks.
Could you do like a sweeping trash can graphic real quick since they gave us money, and then every time we get money we could do like a trash can graphic?
That's a good idea.
Let's do it. We want to encourage this. Yeah. We want to encourage this, Dave, because that means Kevin can make more money and he stops yelling.
Yeah. So you see how excited they were about this idea? That just proves to you that I don't keep all the money. I just keep most of it.
We keep we keep much of it. So,
I've been told I got some.
It's coming out of your. Anyways, we do need to talk about this. Okay, this is what I was saying, Kevin. My concern with the meet and greet is you give, even if you do think we don't have thousands of people that would show up, you're still saying you're going to give our address to 3,000 to 5,000 people that we're going to be sleeping at every night. And I really don't want snuggles from a viewer. Like, you just wake up and, like, A.M. Pickers is just holding me, and it's just like, hey, buddy.
No, just Ivan. The beard tickling your cheek.
I'd rather not. So that's why I was thinking it would be cool to find a venue in that area.
They got like
expensive venue,
but a Shoney's or an IHOP.
I think that's Garage Sale Nation, right? They should give us a free room and a free, come here, and we'll advertise we're going to be here, and they're going to make money off of us.
Well,
They should pay for it. Get a hotel.
Here's a better idea. Let's ask the viewers. Okay, we can say the town we're going to be in, and they can tell us where near there we could potentially meet up for free.
Let's just
safely.
give them old school Picker's address and just tell them to go over there and have a camp out
To his house.
Yeah, because that's
does he live near there?
Yeah.
Oh, Crossville, Tennessee, guys.
Yeah, so
in the Crossville area.
Yeah. Just a random non-stabby park that we can go to.
A parking lot with a couple bodies in the corner.
Like an old Kmart parking lot that's abandoned.
Circus there?
Yeah, there's circus we go there. I don't know.
Or a circus type place.
That you think we could meet up with, 4 to 9 people that show up to meet us.
That's true.
Let us know a good meetup place. 7-Eleven has Slurpees. I mean, we could try that.
There's a good restaurant I went to. It's a little Mexican restaurant. It wasn't nothing special, but like right down the road, there's a bunch of like bison in a field right there in the middle of it. I used it at the end of some of my videos. Maybe we just have a
That's cool.
meet up by the bison.
Ride the bison.
Right there.
Or honestly, and I'm not totally opposed to us figuring out a way to do something like the Bahama Breeze. That was pretty cool. It was food for 30 people, and it was not crazy expensive. So if you know some local restaurant in that area that would let us have a little private table for a certain number of people
that has coconut shrimp, preferably. I like coconut.
Those
shrimp.
coconut shrimp were supposedly really good. Everyone ordered them, so they must have been delicious.
Yeah.
My wife is here, apparently mad at something I said in this podcast. So apparently, maybe
let's find out what it is.
I don't know. Yeah. What is it? What did I say?
What is it?
We're gonna find out. I'm excited.
She said I threw Reagan under the bus. I shouldn't have thrown Reagan under the bus.
You threw her under the bus too, talking about her birthday coming up.
Her birthday? Yeah, we're having a party. Yeah, we're having a birthday party.
Yeah, you shouldn't be dropping that knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yakov Benz. Okay, Yakov Benz and Paul the Philly Flipper. Let's talk about them for a minute.
Wait. Let's come right back to that. I had one more thought about Crossville. Okay. I think since John Cincinnati Picker usually makes a trek down there, I think he should he's got more money than God, I think. So, I think he should just buy this huge Airbnb for 50 people, and we can just invite 50 people on John. What do you think?
On John, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'm down.
That's a good idea.
Somebody call John and tell him.
Thanks in advance,
call Cincinnati
John.
Picker and tell him. Now, I don't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
You're talking about Philly Flipper and Yakov.
Oh, Yakov Benz. Yeah, so Yakov copied my title to one of his videos and a pretty similar thumbnail. Literally an exact copy. Cap locks, all that stuff, right? It's the exact copy with the same exclamation point. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. But Paul messages him, because Yakov is friends with Paul, and he's messaging Paul and said, hey, I lost 4 subscribers from my latest video. What did I do wrong? And Paul said it was because he stole my title. Yakov messaged me today and said, hey, I'm sorry I stole your title. I think I lost 4 subscribers because of it. I was like, dude, you did not lose subscribers because you stole my
Paul
title.
Just totally
got him a complex. he's giving Jake a complex. I told Jake, I said, dude, go watch your video again. You probably said something that offended people.
No, the
everyone
title
gets
was
offended
terrible.
by something. Yeah, but you're not going to lose 4 subs. You're not going to lose 4 subs. Becoming a millionaire $5 at a time, I think.
Here's the key, at least on my side, for subs, okay? So I did a video, it bombed, right? I did a video, it bombed. I got a few subs. Then I just put out a short, and I got 40 subs. Yeah. So the shorts is the way to get subs fast.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm doing shorts, and I'm getting subs, but not like you're getting them. I don't understand. I'm trying. I'm getting there. I'm close to 5,000 on Commonwealth Auction. I'm thinking about renaming that channel.
It is a stupid name.
Yeah, it's dumb. Very dumb.
You're not doing any auctions.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing.
It was. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So you confirmed it. So, all right. Tell us in the comments, what should I rename? I'm thinking about rebranding it Garage Sale Nation.
What if you called it Commonwealth 12 Nipples?
So what do you think about this? So
I would be 15 nipples, for those who were wondering.
So I went to the 301.
That part of the joke.
It's always 3 more than you think.
Why is that
Don't
the case?
worry about it. It's my joke.
Okay.
All
right, Garage Sale Nation, go.
All right, because I like putting shorts out, but I was thinking it is a monetized channel. I'm just gonna quit. I'll see y'all next week. How many minutes? I gotta go 13 more minutes.
Here's the real thing. I said
MyResellerGenie.com. Hit the link.
I said it was 15
please.
nipples. So is it 3 more than what I said? It goes on. Is the point? It's infinite. It's an infinite amount of nipples.
I got two things to say, and I'll let you do what you got to do.
No, we're fine. We're done with the nipple
this
talk.
channel, I went to the 301, right? So I'm thinking, I could do a review of this because I went through the whole stretch of it, right? I'm like, I don't know everything about it, but I could give you a strategy, right? I could put that video out on this channel. Hey, if you're going to the 301 Endless Yard Sale, North Carolina, this is what I would do. I think people would watch that if you were going to go to a sale like that.
I've actually watched things like that, and I actually have a video from last year, Kevin. You should look it up. I think from June or July, called 301 North Carolina Yard Sale Review.
There you go. I should look it up.
It's a video where I basically... Ooh. Yeah, why are we lagging? That's weird. We normally don't lag, but we're having some lag issues.
I'm not lagging. I'm checking this out. 301. What's this called? Look, you get some views here. 301 Endless.
Dude, I don't remember.
Yard
it's something like
sale.
that. I'll tell you.
And it was NC Picker. See if I can find it. Look at that. Look at that. You got 3,000 views on that sucker. Yeah. In North Carolina.
See, I don't remember exactly what I called it.
Yeah. See? North Carolina 100-mile yard sale review, 301 sale. Plus what I sold on eBay. And that's why people didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's just riveting title.
Dude, also, I was much smaller back then. I had a way smaller audience.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I think
like a buck. He was like $1.80 back then.
I would say that. So there's 3 videos that come up with the title "Endless Yard Sale 301." Yeah. So
I think there's an audience. I think there's a market for it. That's why I did it.
Like at least like an audience that's like it's like an evergreen video, right? So that's why I would put it on the auctions channel along with my shorts. Well, that's not a bad idea. I could do it.
Yeah, I like it. I like this
you
comment,
can't do one
too.
for 127. All right.
I like the name Garage Sale Nation too, honestly, or Commonwealth Garage Sale Nation, which doesn't make sense, but got to keep your name in it, right?
No, I didn't. That was the point, to keep my name out of this one. But whatever.
I did, yeah. I got a comment today that said, I think you should show the seller the prices you pull up on eBay when you're at yard sales.
That'd be a good video. That would be an interesting video.
Oh man, I get it all the time, man.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you feel bad? I'm like, dude, no, I don't feel bad. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I gotta clean this thing. I gotta test this thing. I gotta take pictures of this thing. I gotta list this thing. I gotta package this thing. I gotta take it to the
all those things
business
he would have to do if he didn't have his family, guys. But he has his family, so he just has to buy it, or somebody else does. I don't even know if he buys them, but.
Here's something I'm struggling with, and I think some viewers, not all viewers are going to have this, but there are quite a few viewers who have an aspiring YouTube channel, right? Like this fella I met at this barn sale, he had, I think, 133 subscribers. He's trying to do YouTube. I think there's a lot of people who, at least at some point decide, hey, I want to try this. Maybe they don't stick with it, things like that. And I have this issue where I really like the flea market that's like 40 minutes away from me. And I'm now scared to go to it because that one time I went there and the guy followed me and said, hey, he's recording for YouTube. He's recording for YouTube to every vendor I went up to. And now I'm like scared to wear my camera there. What do you like?
So I got a story for you. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell me either. Tell me to stop being a wimp.
Some flea market people are a little
tell them to go
sketchy.
away.
So I'm at a sale, and I'm at the 301, and it's great interaction with this lady. This lady's like, do I know you? How do I know you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how you know me. And she finally figured out, she's like, you got a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah, it's Come Up Picker. And I'm like, how do you not know? I mean, if you watch, she's like, yeah, I watch the channel all the time. But she didn't watch Flipper channel. She didn't know the Flipper channel, which blows my mind. Because they don't see my face on the Picker channel because I got the camera here.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to her. It's this great exchange, and I'm turning this way talking to her because her daughter's sitting right there breastfeeding.
Oh.
And I'm like,
okay.
She's looking at me.
Free
funny.
the nipple.
I'm like, stop for a second. I'm like, well, I don't really want, I mean, I'm sure she doesn't want that on camera. But I'm standing like this talking to her like this. And
you're going to have to filter it
out. Yeah, well, you can edit that stuff out.
Yeah, you can edit it out, yeah.
It was... That was a new one for me.
What you could do, Kevin, the whole like them not recognizing you because it's on your chest, is what if you green screen your whole torso onto the video like every 5 seconds?
So they know it's you. So they
like Paul,
off-putting and aggressive.
Like a Viking I know that does that as well.
It gets bigger and bigger though too. It's just there's just going to be background noise at some point with just his face on the screen, and he's just going to be telling you about a garage sale that may or may not be happening behind him.
You guys don't watch much, but I actually did one of those. Like I did like a circle, like Cary's like moving head, except for it was like stagnant right there.
Yeah.
I did
Okay,
one of
so
those.
I do really poorly when I'm on a live on YouTube and it's just people asking me questions about reselling.
You're going on Paul's live.
And so I'm concerned about Paul's live. Like, I need to take this sucker off the rails really fast.
Yep, you have
like,
to.
quickly remove it from the rails.
I'll come and just goof off.
We could really surprise Paul, and people could just all show up, and he could actually have an audience instead of the 12 people that are normally there.
That's true.
So maybe we should surprise him with that, guys. What do you think?
Yep.
Maybe if I was Kevin, you'd show up.
Kidding me?
Yeah. Well, dude, I'll tell you, that girl
I'll
he had
show up.
on, the girl he had on Friday made me wish. I don't remember anyone's name, Kevin. I'm telling you, I can't remember names. Destiny? Is that it?
Yeah, it is Destiny.
Got it. Destiny is like only selling clothes. Only selling clothes. And I love that idea. I mean, I wish I didn't hate clothes because they take up no space. They're easy to ship. Like, that's a dream. Niching down to clothing.
Sports cards. You explained them exactly, except it's less space and easier to ship than clothes.
They're hard. They're way harder to ship. You got to put cardboard on both sides. You got to put them in a sleeve.
No. Let's talk about that. Let's do that. That is.
So
you don't need to do that.
We should get the Trash to Cash army over there to Paul's channel. There's Philly Flipper Live
with a PH.
Because you need to outdo Destiny's appearance. Because if you don't, I'm not. If you don't outdo the appearance, I'm never coming back on this podcast, Dave.
How many did she get? How many views?
I think around 500. I think.
Okay, yeah. Come on, we're gonna beat that. That's easy. Sorry,
I do want to say
talk
something
about the shipping thing.
I don't want to leave it like that because that sounded bad. I don't want to leave it like that. But with sports cards, all you need is a top loader and some painter's tape, and then you close it, and you can put it for the standard envelope. You just put that in. You don't need the cardboard. I've never had any trouble with a card getting bent. Maybe once in thousands.
This is funny.
And then in a bubble, you could put, if it's one or two cards, you could just put them in the little hard cases and everything. What you don't want to do is put it in a CD case. That's stupid. A CD case is dumb. But
Wait
you
a
can.
minute.
I put it in cardboard when it's a lot of cards.
Into a CD case is not good. Top loader
into
a CD box.
Dave put a card without a top loader into a CD case.
I remember. Okay, without a top loader.
It was a rare Pokemon card.
Loader, you could stick it into a CD.
You could, I guess. That'd be weird, but yes.
And you put it in. What do you put it in?
I just put it in a card and a top loader with some bubble, and then I put it in a bubble mailer. You don't need anything else.
I think it's cheaper to put it in the CD cardboard case.
Well, yes, no. If it's under $20, you can put it in an envelope, which works for standard envelope.
Yeah, okay.
When it's over $20, you don't need to do all this fancy stuff.
I like talking to you, Cary, because Dave is getting frustrated.
Listen. Unless it's like a graded card, then you want cardboard. Or if it's a chunk of cards, then you want cardboard or a box.
Chunk.
Like a stack.
I just wanted to call BS because every time I've ever bought a card from Cary, it's come with cardboard, which just proves he never ships his cards. His girlfriend does.
No,
he has no clue how his employees are even shipping stuff.
No, Dawn does do that. And we do that because usually on Whatnot, they're getting a lot of cards at once. And Dawn doesn't mind doing it. I don't think it's worth the time for singular cards.
But just remember, he's not practicing what he preaches because everything goes out in cardboard. That's all I wanted to say.
There's
he's
nuance.
Full of crap.
There's nuance. When I do a Whatnot order, it's several cards, so there's going to be cardboard. Yes.
Hey, I just noticed something. I just noticed that Paul has given up David. That's what Kayla calls you, David. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
David. Paul has given up on the What Sold videos.
He told me he wasn't doing them again until the end of the month or something. Like he was too overwhelmed and he's taking a break, which is always the best thing to do for a YouTube channel, guys. Definitely take lots of long breaks. It won't hurt you at all.
Watch me to learn how.
Appreciate how hard it is to put
freaking flipper videos are so hard. Like they're exhausting. No one understands it. No one understands it until they try it, and then they say, "Oh, maybe I'll try to do one a week."
So there's, obviously, Dave, you still put one out. Lonnie still puts one out, and Chris, old school picker, puts one out, Paul doesn't put one out.
Kevin, I did a really fun one this week, and I think you might want to consider it. I did a video where I literally just listed and chatted for 25 minutes. That's all I did. It's on my Flipper channel. It got like 4,000 views. People loved it. I don't think I received any negative comments about it. But it's literally just a listing.
It's a good idea.
On my Flipper channel, and I enjoyed making it a lot because I'm not having to walk around carrying my heavy camera. Like, I'm thinking of mixing them in.
GoPro? Just use a GoPro.
No, dude, I use a DJI Mavic thing.
Yeah,
I have a mic set up now. I'm actually using a real microphone. The audio quality sounding
for making
top
me.
tier.
Oh, my audio is terrible. People still watch it.
Kevin, I can educate you on the audio because I've found a really easy solution on the audio thing. I really have. Anyways, you should check it out because it's an easy way to do an additional video.
This is all
and it's fun.
eBay resellers fear this video? Is that what this is?
No, I think that's just a normal video. The one is the scam one. The scam one, yeah, the scam
eBay.
one.
Oh, yeah, thank you for stealing my idea. That
Dude,
same
we both
day,
had it
I came
at the
up
same
with the
time.
eBay scam idea.
Oh,
Nobody's ever done that before.
I've got a video 8 months ago that blew up with it. Okay, no. Actually, this is a fun scam to talk about. Well, not fun. It's actually kind of horrible. And it's funny because in this video I said reprehensible, and then Jenna calls me reprehensible the next day. I'm thinking she watched my video, got that word stuck in her head, and that's why she used it against me. That's my thought on that, because that's not a common word. I don't even know what it means. I just said it and hoped it meant something.
So is that what you're getting?
Seems
you're getting
negative. Seems negative.
Views, Dave? Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, about 5,000 per video, which is
must be. Imagine
garbage.
how many you get if you had terrible audio like me.
Yeah, true. But no, I mean, I did 4 Flipper videos last week. I was pretty excited about that, especially since I've been doing 1 to 2.
And you're not afraid to put your big old melon right there in the thumbnail every single time.
I do. You know why? It's because if I don't, it doesn't get half the view. Like, people don't watch it unless my big ugly face is in it. It's weird.
See, Kayla puts her face and stuff in every single video she does, and I do on the Flipper channel most of them.
Oh, on my picker, it kills me. If I do it in my picker, I don't get any views. I only get it if I put it in my Flipper. It's weird. People are weird. Okay. Anyways, what I wanted to say, this scam. So this person reached out to me, and I wasn't sure if it was a scam. That's why I called it, "Is this a scam?" Someone reached out to me and said their kid was in the hospital. Okay, and their kid really was on the end of life. They were about to die. Horrible sickness in the hospital. And they really want to make his last days fun. And the only way to do it is if I give them Lego Harry Potter for the PS3 for free. It's listed for $4.99, $4.99. No case, no sleeve, just sitting in a freaking Ziploc, literally in a Ziploc bag. This is their final gift for their child. And my issue was like this. I mean, I want to help this kid, but I feel like if you have a kid at the end, you're not gonna you can go to a pawn shop, give your car, and get this Lego Harry Potter game. There's got to be so many other options. And so my question was for my viewers, is this a scam that's been told before, that's happened before? And everyone said yes. They said it's very common to get this message. Have you guys received that sort of message?
I've not got that exact one, but yes, I've got plenty of them.
I've gotten similar kind of stuff before.
Sick kid, need $5 game.
And I'm like, I just usually just say, well, Dave has a lot of stuff, and I send him your way.
Well, and I hadn't decided what to do because my plan was, okay, I'm going to make a video tonight. I actually went out of my way to make a video after Jurassic World where I'm just listing because I didn't have any orders to ship just to ask this question. Okay, and by the time I'm going to make the video, someone else bought the game. It's been sitting on my store for 3 months. Someone just randomly bought it. That's a completely different person. So
I had a viewer ask for is $65 pair of shoes. They're like, can I have for $30 plus shipping? I'm like, daggone, man. It's I love your channel. I'm like, how about 50? And they bought it.
I often get pretty low ball offers from viewers.
More and more, not just from viewers, but more and more just in general. I've been hearing from a lot of folks that there's a lot more. I mean, it's what I don't blame them. My uncle gets mad. He's like, man, people. I just got it out for $90. They sent me an offer for $40. I'm like, dude, I've seen you yard sale. You lowball people like nobody's business. You can't get mad at people.
No,
for
I
trying.
never.
Yeah,
I
can't
never
play that game.
Tell them no.
I never get mad at a lowball offer. I'm proud of them. Like, yeah, you get it. You get it. Someone's going to say yes. It ain't me, but someone's going to say yes. So Bitcoin dropped to like $19,000, guys. Which
That's
is
under
Crazy.
20K.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you right now, guys.
Bitcoin soon.
As soon as it hits $100, I'm going to invest. I
Exactly.
think that's the moment. That's
Exactly.
the moment.
I'm only going to buy a half a coin though, because
Yeah, I don't have $100 laying around.
American Bubble Boy links are down below.
Mm-hmm.
MyResellerGenie.com. If you need bookkeeping help, you need to go check it out.
Do you know, Kevin, the new trend in podcasts in the reseller community is 2 hour and 40-minute shows.
That was
So,
so Dave sensed that was my exit.
yeah, I sensed he was
You
trying to
sensed
leave.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I want to make sure everyone knows that me and Cary, we've just texted, actually.
Yeah.
We're saying, let's do another hour.
This
And
is
Kevin's
just
like, let's get the heck out of
we
here.
just kind of just got
Look,
the ball rolling.
They listen to this when they're shipping. It doesn't take anybody except for Paul's ex-employee more than an hour and a half to ship.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, fine. We'll
That's
end
true.
it, Kevin.
That's
I know you're
fair.
tired, and we're all coughing because we got, I don't know. We're all coughing. I noticed that tonight. All right, thank you guys for watching the show. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts on Cary's face, I guess, and we'll see you next time.
Cute dimples.
Oh, I guess
Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye.
Dave,
Bye.
you need to end
Bye.
the show.
Bye. We're still on.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, for real though. Now we're gonna go. Bye,
It's
guys.
totally over, guys. It's done. This is done. This is a stupid podcast, and we should end it.
3 more nipples.